Yo, what's up, everybody? I'm Andrew Mahone, and Mikey's here too. About to do some box openings here momentarily, but I'm going to be rolling a game on PTCGO, and we're going to be playing with Buzzwole Lycanroc. Really like this deck. I think it's very good. I think it's quite a few players' top considerations for Memphis. I know Mikey's looking for a deck to play because he's going to be playing, so that's pretty exciting. But I think Buzzwole Lycanroc's pretty good. It's one of my top few choices for the tournament. But I am concerned about like trying to iron out a perfect list for it. I think like Buzzwole Lycanroc's really good, and I think Decidueye is really good, and Volcanion are really good, and Guardy. So like those are probably like my top 4 choices if I had to choose. I'm gonna start I think I actually start the Remoraid here instead of the and the reason I'm starting the Remoraid, I guess, is just like in case I get, like if my opponent were to end me or something, and I have a Max Elixir and a Sycamore, you would want a Max Elixir onto the rock. I cannot believe I'm playing this deck again. So I just posted a gameplay like 2 days ago of me getting absolutely rocked by this deck, and sure enough, here it is again. I should do much better against this deck. Now that, let's see, I do have a turn 1. This thing resists fighting. Ugh. Okay. I could go, now if they get a turn 2 Garbodor, like that's bad. This one's got 50. They do have one, they have one bad Noivern. That's the 50 hit point one. I guess they didn't have enough of the good ones, but that's fine. This is a little bit of a weird situation here. I think that I'm going to Ultra Ball away these 2, and with this deck, sometimes, like, I don't know. Okay. So, like, I could get the Buzzwole and just Guzma into the active position, but then we're, like, banking on my opponent, like, not getting the turn 2 Garbodor. If they do get the turn 2 Garbodor, like, we're done for. Like, that's really bad. So, because then I'm just top decking. So, I guess, like, maybe I should just play a little more conservatively and get the Lele and just end into a new hand, even though that's not what I want to do. I wanted to go aggressive, but I'm not taking a knockout anyway, so let's just go ahead and we'll get the N instead. I'll just slap the strong energy onto the Rockruff there, and we'll do that, and that's fine. I don't really love this play because, you really want to be aggressive with this deck pretty much all the time, but, I'll deal with it. I at least do get to go grab a Buzzwole here, so we can have that guy on the bench. And it looks like, my opponent does take at least 2 energy to item lock, so that I know that unless they, like, slap down some Max Elixirs, which I don't think they play, I should be okay as far as, like, next turn having access to my items. So I will, I could just go ahead and Super Rod that energy in now, just in case. So, like, that's in there. Help me hit my Max Elixirs. That's fine. And we'll pass. So next turn, we're going to be looking Buzzwole, Choice Band, Octillery, Sycamore, and hopefully we can hit, a Max Elixir, Floatstone, like that would be good, and just start to get this deck rolling. Okay, yeah, great. They play Enhanced Hammer. That's good. Yep, forgot about that. It's fine, though. I imagine, they'll probably get the turn 2, Ability Lock, which will be a little frustrating, but you don't, like, need Ability Lock in this deck. It's just, okay, all right. Looks like we're gonna Knuckle Impact next turn. If I had to guess, this thing could go down. All right, so let's play this out the best we can. I think what I have to do is have to try and maximize my chances of hitting this. So let's see, if I Knuckle Impact 200, so does it make a difference if I get this? It does make a difference if I get the Regirock, I guess. So I will get the Regirock because that way I could just, hit a Choice Band off the Sycamore and could knock it out. And then I think I could Ultra Ball away the Buzzwole and the fighting, but I'm not going to do that because, I think I just want to put that Buzzwole down. So I think I am just going to go ahead and just start Max Elixiring and see what I hit. All right, so we got 1. I'm going to throw that onto the Buzzwole. And let's see, can we get the second? And we got 2. All right, we are in the money, guys. Let's go. And can we get a third? If we get a third, that would be pretty sick, because then I could just, attach the energy to the new Buzzwole and then Sycamore. So let's see. We do number 3. And we're 3 for 3. Oh my gosh. I don't think I have ever had a hand quite like that. That was pretty wild. I think maybe I'll put the fighting on the Rockruff just to have the option for that GX attack as well, just something different. And then I will bench the Buzzwole and Sycamore. So hoping we get Floatstone, Choice Band. And we got Floatstone. Okay, so we do need the Choice Band, but we do still have our abilities too. So I can bring something up with a Lycanroc and knock it out. That is a cool little option that I have. Or I could just Knuckle Impact this thing for 170. And then next turn, you know, we'll be able to Jet Punch and knock it out. And I don't think that my opponent is going to play any way to heal this thing. So I think that's probably the best play. Let's just go ahead into the Buzzwole here. I don't really think that I should bring anything out on my opponent's bench. I think I should just, you know, but I will evolve this though, just so that it's not easily knocked out. Next turn, my opponent, they're probably going to set up that Garbodor lock anyway. I just don't want this to get like easily knocked out. So I think I will just do that. Oh, I could Absorption. This thing's dead. Yep, totally. That's true. So we could do that. I think I like that play better. Though I was thinking about saving my, saving my GX attack for this Lycanroc here on the bench. I think, you know, I'll just hit Absorption. I always forget about Absorption GX because I always use Lycanroc's GX attack. But let's just do it. Absorption GX, knockout, 250 damage. That thing's gone. And the cool thing about playing Absorption GX there is that now I can also Knuckle Impact next turn. So like that is super sweet too. It's just a nice little option to have. I can also retreat. I could, you know, Jet Punch if I want to just slap this Floatstone, you know, Jet Punch for 50, something like that. Now this is a manual attachment deck. This is, and I don't think that Noivern GX Garbodor is like the best deck in the world. The scary thing though is that they do have access to that Trash Avalanche Garbodor. So like if I play a lot of items, I've played 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh yeah, like they're taking one-hit knockouts on my Buzzwoles here. And they got Flare Grunt, Vulpix. Man, I have no idea what I'm even playing against right now. But Flare Grunt, pretty cool here. They are going to go grab Vulpix. Maybe they'll go grab their Garbodors with it. And, you know, maybe it was my mistake by assuming that they would get the Garbodor next turn because they did not. They do not appear to be going for Trash Avalanche Garbodors, though. And you know what? Like, I am perfectly okay with that. So how much damage do I have to do to knock out this thing? I think, I don't know. To me, the Garbodors seem like more of a threat, though. Like, I don't really care if my opponent item locks me. So I think I would rather try and take out one of the Trubbishes. So let's go ahead and Ultra Ball away and Sycamore and the Lycanroc. Like, I'm not going to end up playing that right now. And we're going to fail. And we're just going to, I think, like, I'm just kind of being a little greedy here. Like, I hope that I can hit a, I'm hoping that I can hit a Guzma off of this Abyssal Hand for 2. Like, that's just what we're hoping right now. And I did, so that's fine. Yep, totally cool. So game plan going perfectly here. And then I think I will grab the Trubbish, promote this, and we are just going to go ahead and Knuckle Impact this thing for a whole heck of a lot of damage, right? Because I have to, because I'm doing Jet Punch for 60. That's not enough. So yeah, let's just Knuckle Impact this thing. That's fine. You know, and that's like a little aggressive, but you figure like I am going to lose this game if my opponent gets multiple Trash Avalanche Garbodor up. I have to assume that they play it because they, you know, play Psychic Energy. So it just kind of more or less makes sense that they would play it. And that thing is going to be like knocking me out one hit, just like very swiftly. So I want to limit that, you know, force them to evolve just this Trubbish into the ability Garbodor, which I think is probably what they're going to end up doing next. And then, you know, if they bring up this Noivern and Distort for 50, ultimately, like, I do not really care. I'll probably be able to, you know, to weather this out anyways. You know, Distort, not that much damage. Boomburst GX, annoying, but, you know, not going to be, you know, the worst thing ever either. I think, you know, the most annoying thing maybe might end up being Sonic Volume just because it does a lot of damage and, you know, makes it so I can't attach my strong energies. But so long as I have access to enough basic fighting energies, which I probably should, then I should be okay too. They're going to bump my Brooklet Hill here, and then I imagine that they're coming in and they're just going to do that Distort, you know, 50 damage though. They have the lock up and going, But this is just a big basic deck. Like, it ultimately doesn't really matter. The only ability you're cutting off is my Regirock and my Octillery. That, doesn't really end up making that big of a difference. Now, I have not played my Field Blower yet either. This is a little annoying though, because he is stuck in that active position unless I grab another Floatstone. So I think we just got to go ahead and attach the energy to my bench Buzzwole and then just end. So maybe I should have slapped down those choice bands, oh, and I can't play the Floatstone. That's right. And I can't play the Field Blower either. I always forget about that. Like, my opponent is like definitely ability locking me. I think I am just going to sit with this dude active. Like, I don't really care to retreat and waste all that energy just to Jet Punch for 30. Like, I'm just going to sit here. And then, my opponent, in order to knock me out, would have to, Sonic Volume with a Choice Band for 150. So that would be something. If they can do that, then fine. More power to you. But I don't even know if this deck plays Choice Bands. Like, it's got a lot of removal and stuff. Like, a lot of moving pieces. I don't really think that they're probably... Oh, there it is. Okay, so Sonic Volume might be coming in hot, but that is fine. Maybe my opponent can steal this one out from under me. Maybe this attachment of the one fighting energy to this Lycanroc is going to be the death of me. Oh, good. My opponent did not get the psychic energy that they needed in order to Sonic Volume, so that's great. And we're going to Sycamore. I'm done with ends now. I'm not getting a lot of return off of that. And I can smack my opponent one for... I can't knock them out. I'm going to Knuckle Impact for 180, which is frustrating, but that's fine because I doubt my opponent can heal themselves. So then that means that I will be able to clean this thing up with this Buzzwole here on the bench, just with a Jet Punch. My opponent, is doing 80 damage. They are going to knock me out with that item lock next turn. But they also have this Garbodor up. Oh no, the Trash Lands Garbodor is finally here. So I need to get more energy in play for sure. If I bring up this Buzzwole, oh, that thing is just going straight down. So that is bad. Fortunately, I do have access to my Max Elixir though, but I think I only have one left. Yup, because I played 3 in one turn. So that, even though I came out swinging with that Absorption GX, I can't believe my opponent is actually kind of low-key mounting a comeback here, just because Ability Lock and Item Lock is just really good, apparently, in this format. I mean, people aren't really preparing their decks to deal with stuff like this. You think, like, for Garbodor, like, oh yeah, I've got Field Blower, so I'm fine. But, obviously this Noivern doesn't really care about your Field Blower, so that is a little frustrating. We'll see here. So next turn, you figure I Jet Punch, but then I have this Max Elixir that I won't be able to play. Acerola that is not getting any use either. This Garbodor is like definitely knocking me out. I think what I have to do is I just have to like knock out this Vulpix for game. So that's actually not bad. So that means that if I just attack with Buzzwole, then I just need to get another Buzzwole and then just perform a Jet Punch for game. So that's like not that bad because I doubt my opponent plays like Max Potion or anything. They do play Acerola though, so like that could be, some lists are playing Acerola. That Lele is not going to do me any good. I definitely want to get the other Buzzwole here. And then I think what I do is I think I Sycamore this hand, to be honest, because I just want to guarantee that I get an energy onto this Buzzwole because that kind of like guarantees me game, unless my opponent can heal that thing over there. So we are going to do that. We're going to put the basic energy on just because, they do play Enhanced Hammer. And then we're just going to Jet Punch. And we're going to not, do 30 to that Vulpix and hope it sticks. Because if it doesn't stick, we could lose this game. So there's 2 more fighting energy. It's actually pretty crazy that I hit all those Max Elixirs, even though I prized 2 fighting energy. So that's crazy. I was rocking 7 fighting energy in deck and still hit 3 Max Elixirs in a row. So that's pretty impressive. See, my opponent is going to Field Blower, probably. My Brooklet Hill, yep, that's fine. Do they have an Acerola in hand? If they don't have an Acerola in hand, I win. I mean, they don't really have... Oh, they're getting their own... Okay, so they Field Blower their own Floatstone off. What kind of magic are they about to pull? Maybe they've got a Lele in hand and they're going to try and end me. I don't really know. I mean, why else would they remove their own ability lock here unless they are going to use their own? Lele for Guzma, I don't really think that's a very valid play. I don't really know what they're being Lele for here unless it's an end and they probably have another floatstone in hand. But that's, oh, it could be like Plumeria. Oh, Guzma, I was going to say, if they get like Plumeria and remove like, my energy off the Buzzwole and then knock the energy off this one, like that's a fine play, but they know I've got a big hand and plenty of energy in hand, so like that won't do it. Maybe they're just going to try and stall me out. They're going to knock out the Regirock. I mean, I got Guzma in hand, so ultimately, like, we got game right here, but that was a little sketchy, You can see why I went ahead. Oh, and they're just going to pass. They're going to try and stall me out. Hope I don't have a switch card, but we got it, so, yep. Got him. We're going to attach a strong energy just, to be like that. And there we go. Jet punch. And poke that thing because he's ugly. So we got there. Things were a little bit sketchy that game, but we were able to pull it out. So that's pretty cool. My opponent didn't really have like a great out there to be able to pull that game out there at the end. But you could see how things might have gotten sketchy if I had left that other Trubbish in play, if they could have gotten 2 of those Trash Lance Garbodors in play, and started taking Buzzwole knockouts with those, I could have really been in some trouble. So anyways, ability lock, item lock, both pretty strong. Let me know what you guys think of these decks in the comments below. I'm going to go ahead and show off the list real quick to show you guys what I'm working with as far as Buzzwole, Lycanroc right now. I am trying a bunch of different things out with the list. Like every game that I play might be just slightly different. But it is the same skeleton that you're used to seeing. I think I do prefer 2 Leles in here as opposed to 1 just for the added consistency. Seen some people playing 2 Regirock. I've never really found myself like absolutely needing 2 Regirock. You get the 1 out, you hope it's not prized, and it's fine. But like 2, I've never wanted 2 in play. And the 1 Acerola, I mean, I've used it before, and so I'm going to continue testing that out as well. But anyways, thank you all for watching the video. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Peace.